When my sister wins, I win.
Come on in to Sisters Cafe, where you can get exactly what you ordered and what you need in the same place. We are here for one purpose, and that is to be a help to our sisters in whatever way we can. This is not your typical women's ministry. We don't see titles, positions, or degrees. All we see is our sisters. This is a shade-free cafe, ladies. There's no competition, no backbiting, no slandering or judging. We are here to uplift, support, educate, empower, pray for, and encourage one another with the understanding that when my sister wins, I win. So coffee lovers, tea sippers, cocoa drinkers, and juicers, welcome to this segment of Sisters Cafe. Grab your cup, ladies, and meet me at the table. This portion of Sisters Cafe is brought to you by Customized Ministries. Join them at the 2019 Manifestation Conference, March 28th, 29th, and 30th in San Diego, California. Before we get started, let me introduce you to my friends. Pettiness, a lot of insecurities that I feel that we have, but I don't think it's with one another. I think the insecurity lies within ourselves. So here, I'm addressing this to the table, because like I said, I don't know everything, but I feel like I know people who know stuff. So I kind of want to throw out ideas of first, why is it that we feel women can't get along? It's a question for the table.
Okay.
That's what I need, a sign that says the table. Anyway, go ahead. Anybody got an idea of why you think we don't get along?
I would say the biggest problem for women is being competitive. Women by right are so competitive. Who's the prettiest? Who can get the best looking guy? Who can get the best job? Who could get the best of whatever in big me, little you. You know, we are very competitive, and which leads to pettiness.
Okay. But why? What are we competing for? For example, there is not only one nice looking guy. There's not only one job. I would get that if there was only one dude that was chocolate, 6'4", smelled like fudge. I would understand us competing. It's like a race. It's only a number one prize. That's not the case. So what's the problem? Seriously, the competition of it all. I do want to know why we can't get along. But then you do have certain people who can. Like, I don't think ever, if I walked in the room, you would be like, because I think you have your own secureness going on in yourself. But I've ran into people where I walk. For example, the example you used about people meeting you and thinking that you're just bougie, bad and bougie. Oh, you didn't?
I didn't say that. I
Don't know what she said.
I said she's bougie.
What did you say people thought you were?
Stuck up.
What's the difference?
There's nothing wrong being bougie. That's a little stuck up. I mean, it's a little difference between stuck up and bougie.
Okay, we need to address this. What's the difference? Question for the table. What is the difference between bougie and stuck up?
Because bougie, you have confidence. You're just confident in yourself, and you like to present yourself in a very nice and memorable way. You know who you are. Whereas when you stuck up people have hidden insecurities that they don't like to show. So they look down their noses at other people.
I was going to say arrogance.
Right.
Stuck up people have a little arrogance.
Okay.
Nose be far up in the air.
And stuck up don't necessarily, because bougie is labels and stuff, but stuck up doesn't necessarily mean labels.
Right.
Like, just because I'm stuck up don't mean I only wear Chanel or I only wear DKNY. But bougie means I only wear Chanel or DKNY, right? I'm ready for a refill. We'll be back right after a word from our sponsors.
Hello, and welcome to Skin Deep Natural Skincare Cosmetic Spa LLC, where we are enriching lives through organic skincare services. We offer and specialize in organic facials, hair removal through threading and waxing, and relaxation exercises. Skin Deep Natural Skincare Cosmetic Spa, where natural beauty is unveiled. Well, I guess because I have my own terminology.
You can't just make up your own terminology.
Yes,
People
yes,
do
I
it.
can. Because you have bougie, then you have bourgeois.
I knew she was gonna say.
Bourgeois is when you stuck up, you're looking down your nose, but you like
Isn't that
certain
stuck up?
things, you know what I'm saying?
That's
But
stuck up.
you like
Bougie
certain
and
things.
bourgeois.
But see, bougie, because I'm a little bougie, I'm confident in who I am, but yet I like nice things, but I don't look down my nose at people. I'm very down to earth.
I'm not bougie or bourgeois.
Are you Contretto?
Is that real? I'm not Contretto either, that I know of. What's Contretto?
Country and ghetto?
Oh, heck no.
Okay.
I'm definitely not that. I think I'm in the category of plain Jane. What category are you in?
I'm in the Tanisha category. I'm in a category all by myself.
That doesn't help us understand.
You try to understand.
Okay, so you bougie, I'm plain, and you Tanisha.
Tanisha.
Welcome to the table. But no, seriously, guys, I do. It actually bothers me. It bothers me of the pettiness that we have going on. I really wish when people say, and I'm gonna say this. Now, no, people don't like. I hate when people say sis that ain't my sis.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It irritates me.
Me too.
Do not call me sis because you don't mean it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Call me Miss Bowden.
Yeah.
Call me Janet if you
Call me-
nasty.
Call me her.
You Miss Jackson if you nasty.
Call me Miss Pettis.
Don't cover.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that is just the term friend. We use friend so loosely and
Very
sis and all of that so loosely, and
It's like an
love, all of those
exactly.
words
It's in the
we
same
use.
category.
So
But do you know how fake it sounds?
very fake.
It's very fake.
Mhm.
That's because it's a learned. It's like it's a learned behavior, because these things have gone on for years, generation after generation. You've seen Medea, you've seen mom, you've seen cousin, auntie, and all these other people do these type of things to where it just become second nature to you.
But I think sis is new. It's been going
It's
on
new.
just the last couple years.
It's just the last
Where
couple years.
And what, I don't know where that came from, because when they're being petty, they'll say sis when
Right.
they're being petty. I
Yeah.
caught that on Facebook. I don't know. I'm so out of the loop with hip and all of that stuff, but I
Don't
see
feel
it.
bad, you're not alone.
I see the sis.
We have a question in the audience.
Some people don't know how to be a sis or a friend. They only copy what they've been shown. So to them, they are being a sister because maybe that's the only way they know how to be a sister. They don't know how to be genuine.
You
I'm
know,
on the
if you
fence.
12, 13, 15, fine.
Right.
But I feel like after a certain amount of time, after a certain age and you grown,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need you to be grown.
Yes.
Because you've gone
Just
through
because of
different
the age,
things.
just like maturity. You think because you're 40, 50 years old, you should be mature.
Right.
You know, that's what the world say. But you have some 40, 50, 60, 70-year-old that are not mature at all. They have no wisdom. So you just can't say, hey, just because you grown and you calling me sis, okay, you should know what the definition of a sister is. They don't know.
But
because
you know how
if
you want to be treated though, right?
some people think that cussing you out or calling you out your names and
Is
stuff
love.
like that,
Mm-hmm.
they love you.
Mm-mm.
So they don't know how you perceive love is not how maybe Tanisha perceives love. So it's all based on, and everybody say, oh well, I was raised this way, I was raised that way. We don't do that way. So that's all in consideration. And then sis came on because all of this Black Power stuff. And so
My
everybody,
sister, you my brother.
my sisters and my brother. So it's
Okay.
not necessarily that I love you and I'm there for you.
It just means you
no,
black.
it means you
Yeah,
black.
and I
Right.
get that. I
Okay.
get that part. What you're saying, where sis came
that ain't
from,
how
the
they
black
say
power.
it.
But we've changed that into petty. Like I said, I've
Yeah.
seen where, you know, when you decide you want to be petty, you'll put sis behind it. That's just like saying something and saying LOL behind it. It makes it right because you put LOL behind
Right,
it.
like right. People do that.
Yes.
Like LOL made it. I can
Oh,
say
better.
everything I want to say to you, and then put LOL, and it makes it
Right.
all good.
Mhm.
Like, I was just being funny, but
Yeah.
really you wasn't.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
You was low key being shady.
Yeah.
I wish we could do something about it because it hurts my heart to. And let me tell you what the danger is. It makes you put up this wall.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you are cool with me, I'm not letting you in because I don't know if you're gonna hurt my feelings. I don't know if you're gonna do something. I don't know if you're trying to take my dude. I don't know if you, whatever it may be. I don't know if you're using me for my money. I don't, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard now. So you just say, "Hey sis,"
I don't.
and you keep it moving. No, I mean I don't either. But
I
I'm
get you.
saying
Yeah, I get what
it's
you're
what we
saying.
do.
Mhm.
It's so standard now, and it irritates me. I don't like fake though. It
Yeah, I heard you
makes me
come-
want to punch you in your face.
Yeah, I
like,
heard you come to me just
Right.
be real, you know.
but no, I'm serious.
If you
I'd
don't
rather
like
you
me-
say sorry. I'd rather you say, or don't say,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't do nothing but one of those. Keep it cordial and keep
Mhm.
it moving, but do not smile in my face
Right.
when you know you don't like me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a
Yeah.
next.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we having a conversation now, and we talking now, and then next thing you know, everything we talked about. Now sis over there knows
Right,
everything we
right.
talked about.
Right.
Knowing sis don't like me, so you know, I think I saw a post before. Your friends should not know your friend's business.
They shouldn't.
Right.
You know.
And I don't think we have that. What's the word? We don't have that loyalty. We don't have that commitment.
Yeah.
We don't have. We have confidentiality challenges.
Mm-hmm.
We're back in the day. You could tell a secret, and that mess goes to both of our graves.
Right.
Period. Now you can't. Like Grandpa said, everybody got a best friend. So I'm gonna tell Chandra, but Chandra gonna go tell Teeny, and Teeny gonna come back and tell Tanisha. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying that's what it is because y'all are best friends. She said, because y'all are best friends, and then y'all are best friends. So now everybody knows my business.
Because
Yes.
everybody best friend.
Because everybody.
But wait,
has been-
but Rachel ain't gonna come up and say, "Girl, I heard about your problem. I'm praying for you." Nah, she gonna be looking at me crazy every time
Yeah.
she see me.
Mhm.
Not once are you gonna say, "Oh gosh, let
Do
me
you
pray
need
for
help?
her."
Right.
Do you need?
Is there-
Can I get that for
or-
you?
Right.
Nobody says nothing.
And before you know it, you've gained a fan base of
The
haters.
fan base.
A fan base of haters.
So what can we
Behind
do?
a lie.
Hold
I
on,
really-
and the just to speak about the fan base of haters, they don't even know why they're
They
a
hate
hater.
you.
Right.
They don't even know why they are a hater. They don't know why they are a. But what's the saying says? You know, they hate the way people love you. You know, so they don't have no choice. They don't know anything about you, but they just know it's something about her that I don't like, but I can't say
Right,
that I like it, so I'm
right.
just gonna hate it, and I'm gonna hate on her.
So wait, what about the people? Okay, so people do that. People hate us. People talk, and say we know they know. We know they look inside eye. We know they changing or whatever. Is it on us that we ain't saying it? Are we just as fake because we didn't confront them? Are we just as fake because we talking about, hey sis?
I won't call it fake. It's because you have to, I feel like you have to protect your inner peace.
Okay.
If I confront everybody that I think was fake with me, then I will be on LSU's 10th floor somewhere crazy somewhere because I'm confronting everybody that has something to say.
Okay.
Then you have to learn how to fight your own. You have
You
to pick
fight,
your
yeah.
battles.
So you have to protect your own peace.
Right.
So it's not fake because I don't address what you said. I feel like it's maturity because I have not addressed.
But I'm not going to play with you either, though. This is what I'm saying.
Unless we are friends enough and I care enough to come to you and say, hey, this is what I heard. But if we're not friends like that,
Right,
then there's
right.
no reason for me to even confront
Right,
you about it.
right.
Just be cordial and go on about my business.
Sometimes
Right.
you have to be like a duck. You have to let it roll off your back like water and go on.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of what I'm
It
saying.
builds character.
Because I know
Right.
Teeny says something where I would usually come up and hug you after church and see how you do it and how the kids. I don't feel like I should be doing that no more.
Yeah. But
we still do it though.
But if we want to go to the biblical sense of
see.
it, if we want to go there, if you know that your brother has an aunt, you're supposed to go to your
That's
brother.
right.
That's
But I
what the
haven't
word
gotten to the
says.
point to where I can go to you because you have something against
Ooh.
me. I feel like you need
should come to me.
So I need to pray. I need to pray about that because
But you know
I
pray and
can't
fast.
come to me.
But I am there.
Uh-huh.
I am there. I just told them last week about an issue. Somebody was acting real funny, and like, that's weird. That's really weird.
Especially if I ain't do anything to you.
Right. I didn't do nothing,
Nothing.
but I just noticed the change.
Mm-hmm.
Then I know, oh, okay. Then I realized, and mind you, it might have took me a month or two to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that made the person madder. I don't know. But then, yeah, I come to you, hey, we good? The person said, yeah, we good, but the person still ain't acted right since. But I said, I did my part.
You did.
I did my piece. Don't get it twisted. Please don't
Say
get it
again,
twisted.
one more time.
Do
Don't
not get it twisted.
Okay.
Let me
Moving
tell you
right
why
along.
come. People take, and I'm making a declaration of independence right now.
Okay.
People take my niceness for weakness.
Mm.
It's not.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, it's a daily decision and a daily struggle to be nice
Yes.
to everyone.
It is.
I get up in the morning and I decide I'm going to be sweet. I decide. But don't get that other me.
And I also need to add to that. Don't get it twisted because I'm saved. People like to walk over you or
Yes.
forget just because you
That's
saved.
true.
You are supposed
Why?
to.
That's true.
You know,
Turn
that
the
you-
other cheek, which
yeah,
we
turn-
are though.
We are supposed to, but
But what
I'm still
happens?
gangster.
But what happens when you run out
I'm
of
still-
cheeks to turn?
Huh?
Well, what happens when you run
We
out
only
of
got
cheeks?
two. Oh, okay. We got
Don't-
two more
don't-
cheeks.
Don't bring that to the table.
Well, you run out of those cheeks too. You only got 4. You want to add those?
That's true.
So what do you do when you run out of cheeks? To
That's
turn?
when you're supposed to walk away. You know what?
You have to walk away.
This relationship serves no purpose anymore. Let's, for both of us, both of us saying to just walk away.
And
Shoot
for health
the deuces.
reasons.
Health reasons. Huh?
Shoot the deuces.
Shoot the deuces.
Yes.
And go on about your
Mhm.
business.
That's the
agree.
Christian way. I'm going to pray from you
From
in the
afar.
distance.
But, and you know what? But you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many people I can say that I truly love that I don't want to see every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I do love them. And if they call, guess what? I'm going to help them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not something, we ain't going to have coffee. They don't get the tea. They just don't. But I still love them because we got to help each other. And what I mean by that is if you know, for example, we always tease you about having an attitude or whatever. But if I know you got an attitude,
Y'all
What?
talking about that?
well, people say you got one.
Oh, okay.
She
Go
doesn't
carry
pass me.
on.
But I don't want to poke you. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to poke you. I don't want to antagonize you or anything like that because I know that's going to send you on a different level.
Mhm.
I want you saved.
Thank you.
But I think that's what we should do though,
Mhm.
as a people in general. If I know, okay, if you know something gonna make me cry, can you just not?
I mean, that's the way you're supposed to be anyway.
Right.
If you know that it's something that could be detrimental to
Right.
your sister or to someone that you say that you love, why would you intentionally do something to hurt them? Why would you intentionally do something to cause
'Cause
them
they
any type of
petty?
anguish?
What's petty?
Being unnecessarily stupid.
Is that what petty is?
You know she have her own definition.
She be making up stuff, y'all. She makes stuff
She
up.
do.
She close to it?
Like Crocetta.
Yeah.
I don't.
Contretto.
Oh.
Contretto. Hey, Contretto. What? Now, you just did that one.
I was close, so whatever.
Contretto. No, actually, I got that from Tyler Perry.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
okay.
Country and
Contretto is country and ghetto.
Ghetto.
Yes.
But
What's petty?
what's petty? What is the definition
You know what?
of petty?
Let's
We
Google.
probably, we're gonna have to
Google.
bring our
Let's
stuff next
Google.
time. Oh, mine's over there.
Google know things.
Yes. What is petty? Define petty.
Cause some people like petty.
They love petty.
Like they wake up.
It's an attention grabber.
And you know what? This is one reason I hate Facebook. And let me tell you, some of this is our own fault too, though. Because somebody could put, for example, I'm going to use Cherie. If Cherie posts blah, blah, blah on Facebook, right? And I'll be like, oh, why is she talking about me? But she wasn't even talking about you.
Right.
She wasn't even thinking about you.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, petty.
This is from the Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary.
Yes, and this
This
is
is a black word.
yes.
Oh, that means it's a black word.
Yes, a black
Wait,
word.
can you say black on film?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
African Americans.
Whichever way
It would
tomatoes. But this is the third definition, which fits so perfectly. It's a person who is purposefully childish with the intent of eliciting a reaction.
Intentionally
Intentionally.
stupid.
Wow.
Purposely childish.
Intentionally
So
stupid.
petty
for no
means
reason.
that you're not mature, you have not grown. That's purposely childish.
So that's kind of like a case of retardation because you want to be purposely stupid.
Shouldn't there be an age cap on that though?
There's no age cap on
when you want to be
maturity.
childish.
Ever?
Ever.
Not ever.
I
Never.
learned that. It's
So
not.
you really telling me, and I'm being for real. I know we're being silly, but I'm being for real. At some point, people aren't automatically matured?
It depends on that person.
Yeah.
It depends on that
Mhm.
person.
I
You-
can't imagine
you
being
have-
80 still posting stuff on Facebook about
Look at our
You
president.
have a choice. You have a choice.
They clothes.
He's petty.
He is extremely petty.
Sustained.
Yes.
Wow, that was a good example.
Wait, no.
Wow,
That's why you're at
that is pettiness,
Mm-hmm.
pure pettiness. But the only reason he don't work is because we talk about women.
Yeah. But
I think we, as women, we're better.
we should be.
We are better.
together.
Can I interject
Yes.
something? Okay, since we're here and we're sipping on our tea, one thing I would like to see from women is stop trying to get the tea. I just,
For the record, I
got-
don't even drink tea. Just for the record,
I do.
I'm a coffee lover.
I drink tea and coffee.
Yes.
But
Girl,
mostly tea.
I got the tea. What's the tea? All that. It's just, I think I put a post up the other day
think
when I
that's the first
said
time hearing that terminology.
The tea?
the tea.
Yeah.
The Kermit the Frog, his petty
Oh,
self.
that.
He's,
Yes.
he always
It's
has
tea.
the
The tea.
Yes.
Oh,
You
that's
didn't
what
all
that
this time.
means.
You didn't know.
I had no clue that's what that means.
Yeah, petty.
Can I get a
Kermit.
sound effect? Sound effect.
Look.
Yeah.
I need a sound effect.
She out.
She didn't know what tea meant.
I didn't.
Wow.
But
we
yeah,
talked about
if-
Kermit.
did
She
you know
was
what
like,
tea
"Oh,
meant?
that's what that tea
Yes.
was."
So Kermit came up with the tea. People
Tea?
come up with the Kermits to
Wait,
be petty and messy.
hold on.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Teeny knew what tea meant and I didn't, I am appalled.
You should be.
Yes.
I'm
You
appalled.
should.
She's keeping up with our culture, and it ain't even her culture. I'm sorry.
Strike
That's
that
our
from-
I'll strike that from the record.
She's the assistant.
Yes. But
We love our assistant, by the
We
way.
do.
yeah, but Kermit
We're a diverse production.
Yes.
he gets on my nerves.
Oh, does he?
Yes, because like I said, he's always coming with the tea. He's always coming. I think that's an avenue for people to
It's like give them
It's
the
funny though.
to be petty.
petty.
It's funny.
Very petty.
It's
Very
funny.
petty.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
This portion of Sisters Cafe is brought to you by Paperworks Etc., where we specialize in day of services. You have enough to deal with. Let us do the work. One of the first ones that made me laugh was when I guess Beyonce was having a concert, and he was like, "You paid $200 for Beyonce tickets, but didn't pay your tithes, or said you couldn't pay your tithes."
Yes.
But whatever, But I think they say stuff that makes sense. That, but in joking manner.
Yeah.
Because if somebody was to just say it straight out, they get a whole bunch of backlash. Blah, blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah.
So-
But because Kermit said it,
Mm-hmm.
ain't nobody said nothing.
But okay, so let me be transparent. I like
Okay.
the transparency. I love transparency because my
Transparency
life, I'm
is
just transparent. Ask me if you got a question. Ask me.
The table is
I-
always transparent.
Transparent.
Yes, it's
Okay,
right.
so there was this one time not too long ago, kind of soon.
Far, far away.
Not even far away. It was not that long ago.
In the lane.
This one girl, she posted something about me on Facebook, and she never said my name. But she posted on Facebook, oh, she's supposed to be a minister, she's supposed to be this, she's supposed to be that, this and that, because of a rumor she heard, or because of something
She
she
should have tagged
she
us
heard.
all.
No,
You should have.
no.
Well, that would have been
No,
so.
hold on,
Tag
but-
all of
We
us.
wouldn't have got it.
But she did
Oh,
it
that's petty.
with the Kermit tea. So, yeah, she did it with the Kermit tea, you know, and it provoked a lot of laughter, this and that, and that. A lot of people knew who she was talking about or whatever.
Oh.
But the thing about it, I had to pray because she didn't know what that very post, what it did to me, how it made me
That's
feel,
true.
how it made me shut down, how it made me do this, how it made me say, you know, God, you told me to do this. You told me to be a minister. I can go
right.
and entertain this. I
Right.
can go do this, and I can go and do this. Now, she didn't know because of her pettiness, because of her tea, because of her messiness, and she meant it as jokingly. I don't know if she meant to be petty or whatever she did.
Right.
She just don't know that the damage that she did to me being petty and to something childish and trying to get a reaction jokingly out of somebody else or whatever. But I want to say, as women, we do that to each other.
All the
But
time.
you don't even know, you know, how detrimental or what I could cause. Me saying something or being petty, what I could do
Could kill
to
me.
you. Like you
Yes.
said, could kill you or
Yes.
whatever. But we become so mindless. We don't care about stuff. We care about a like. We care
Yeah.
about, you know, a love on Facebook,
Right.
and care about a share and it's going viral and stuff like this. And I care nothing about your feelings. I care nothing about you being a person
Right.
or whatever. It's just the human race. We become inhumane.
We have them.
Yes. So
But that goes back to us not being caring of one another.
hmm
We sit next to each other. For example, I was sitting there over there the other day and I was kind of just looking out in the audience. And if you could just maybe look at people's faces during services sometimes, you can tell who's going through. If you pay attention, you can tell who's going through. When people get to the altar,
hmm
they're not just crying because they're crying. You can tell the depths of their cry.
Right.
But do you know we don't really pay attention to that?
We don't. Mhm.
We don't.
We don't.
Well, I
Because
know
we
you
too
do,
self-
but people
No.
sit here and you can see the worry, the fear.
Mhm.
Because let me tell you this, and forget it, this is Sisters Cafe. What I couldn't stand and what I didn't understand is when I get in church, yeah, everything is fine.
Mhm.
Everybody's thinking, doing whatever. But guess what? I get to face what I face when I walk out the door still.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, we did Sisters Cafe Radio. We did the segment on domestic violence, and we talked about how many women we sit right next to that just got
Mhm.
beat up before she got here, and we got the nerve to look at her cross-eyed.
Mhm.
Do you know how many people come to church, no gas, and they sit here wondering how in the world am I gonna get home?
Yeah.
And you got the nerve to look at her cross-eyed?
You don't know if you got food in the house.
That's what my next one. Do you know how many of us
Kids.
sitting here hungry, but because we got pride or because we can't, we sit up, we hold our head up, we do what we got to do, hungry as heck, and scared to go home, wondering, will somebody please pull out some dirty rice, a meatball, a piece of bread? Can somebody say, oh, I don't even need the rest of this. You want it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know. And don't get me wrong. I understand that we can't read minds either. I get that, but I honestly feel like we, as women especially, have a certain level of discernment if we use it.
Right. But
If-
you know,
If we use it, but we don't because we are so consumed. Not our faults. I'm not saying that. I know life is crazy stupid. I understand that the bills and the kids and the husband and the work is choking us out. I get that. But we have to find, and I'm not charging this to everybody. I'm charging this to sisters. I'm charging this to women of God. We have to find somewhere, sometime to check, to see if you're okay. And I'm saying that because that's something I need to work on as well. I do it to the people I'm with all the time, but I forget to do it to somebody. For example, me and Tanisha don't talk all the time, so it's very rare. I do, but every so often I'll send you a hey, was just thinking about you. Versus me telling her every day. Versus me asking her every day. We have to do it more often. But we can't say we okay if we ain't. Stop saying I'm okay if you're not okay. Because I can't force it on you. I can't drag you out the house and say, oh no, we get some gas in your car right now. You said you was okay. I don't know how to come help you, or even if I can help,
if you keep telling me you okay. Let's go with this audience member and then the second audience member.
They do that because when you're going through, you don't need people talking about you, because the last person I asked in confidence, hey, can I borrow $5? I need some gas. Oh, well, look at that, what she had on. That's new. You didn't know somebody gave me a gift card and said, go buy you a dress because all your other dresses are too big.
Petty.
And so you get to the point where you go through by yourself because you don't want everybody knowing your business. Instead of saying, hey, and because if you know your sister and you know your sister going through, slip $20 in hand and say, go do what you need to do.
Right.
And don't tell anybody.
Right.
But I hate those Facebook posts where they showing, oh, I gave this man $100 or I bought this man groceries. You don't know how that man feel or that woman feel when you do stuff like that. We don't just do something and allow God to bless us. We want to get the glory in.
But that's the difference too. Why I'm saying that's why we should. It's sad that we're not sisters like we say. So I know it's a different. We have to create that bond. And granted, I know you can't do it with everybody. I'm 100% for a small circle. Very small. Now, do you have acquaintances? Yes. People you know? Yes. People you associate with? Yes. For example, she helped me out not too long ago. And what's crazy is I don't even know you enough to say, hey, can I do this? But I woke up and I said, God, I don't know what else to do. And he laid you on my heart. And I'm like, she gonna think I am plumb crazy. I ain't asking for sugar. I asked to borrow her car. You don't call people you don't know like that and just be like, hey, come on, your car. But do you know she didn't make me feel stupid? She didn't testify about it. She didn't put it on Facebook. None of y'all even knew, except the fact that I was driving it, but nobody knew. That's what I'm talking. I think that's a certain level of secure woman of God, number one. Secure in your womanhood, number two. And a sister who don't mind helping out a sister. She knew I wasn't begging. You know, it's not like I wasn't going, you know, she knew my car was in the shop. It ain't like I ain't got a car. But even if I didn't, I think she would have done the same thing. But this is what I'm talking about. Now, I know I just put that out to the Facebook world and the YouTube world, but I think that was a good example. Nobody knew. That's how it should be. If I help my sister, nobody should know. Unless she says it. Like I just said it. She never brought that out of her mouth. And even when I said, you know what, I'm going to pay you, blah, 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 she was like, psh, don't even worry about it. I'm going to bless you. I mean, she didn't tell me till later, but... No, but what I'm saying is, because I was stressing about it, and I was trying to do it, and then when I did it, because I meant, I'm going to make sure she's paid for this. Because, again, I didn't ask for sugar or milk. I asked for a car. And she said, don't even worry about it. Do you know how many people would not have done that just because they was greedy? Or a lot of people would take stuff and don't even need it.
I needed the money too.
No, I know. I'm not saying you didn't.
But I'm just saying.
I'm not saying you didn't. I'm not saying that.
No, I'm saying I ain't one big ball.
Right.
I say, girl, don't worry about it. But like
Right.
you said, it was just to bless you.
But that's how we should be
Mm-hmm.
with one another, especially, I feel, especially in the same household of faith.
I have learned that we have to always try to get to the root of things, because if not, then we're gonna always continue to have these problems. So what happens is, you know, you conceive a child, the child comes. Well, the child don't come here knowing.
No.
The child learns as they go. They learn according to their environment and all of this and that. So, a lot of times we don't get to learn. A lot of times we don't come here knowing who we are, what we want. It kind of stems from whoever raised us or whoever we're around.
Okay.
So that kind of brings in, I don't know who I am. So then when I get around her, I act like her. When I get around you, I act like you.
Chameleon.
So I never really got to know me. And then, you know, so now you have this whole stuff going on. Then you have jealousy off in there. And then it's a whole lot of stuff that causes this to actually become petty. You know what I'm saying? Because now, you know, if they doing this, I mean, it's just like, I want to be in childcare. It's people having kids every day.
Yeah.
I know in my mind, my one center cannot hold all these kids.
Right.
So if I know that this is what Tanisha wants to do, if she come to me and say, hey sis, how you do this?
Right.
I'm gonna give her the information.
Exactly.
Because
We don't do that.
who
No,
she
we
can
don't.
reach, I can't
Oh,
reach.
no.
Who I can reach, she can't reach. We all have a set amount of people that we are assigned to.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's
know what I'm saying?
almost like we're scared. If I give you the kids, I ain't gonna never have no money. It's not taking nothing.
Mm-hmm.
From you.
I
Yeah.
think we get the notion of if I'm shining, we both can't shine.
Shine together.
Right.
We both
Right.
can shine together. It's
Right.
enough, you know.
That's enough for everybody.
It's enough for everybody.
I deal with
Even-
that in my industry.
Hmm?
I deal with that a lot in my industry.
You know what? A lot of people do what you do.
A lot of people do what I do.
How does you? How does you?
Strike
Strike from the raven. How do you deal with that?
Well, I'm confident in the ability that God has given me.
Okay.
I know that I know how to do a great facial. I know how to apply makeup correctly, just like the next trained individual does. However, I know that I have a specialty when it comes to doing a facial.
Okay.
I specialize in doing natural skin, so I use a lot of essential oils. But I think about the spiritual part of the person. I think about the natural part of the person when it comes to dealing with nutrition, how you treat your skin from the inside out. You know, how many people are really doing that? So it's about finding your niche.
Okay. But why don't we? I mean, have any of us ever experienced where we didn't want to give somebody the tools to do the same thing we are?
I'm
Before
always-
maturity,
Yeah, I'm
before
always
maturity
helping.
came, yes.
Okay.
Like it was like, I guess at that one point I felt like, hey, I'm the only one.
Right. Right.
So you just like, you know, hey, no, I can't, cause then, like she said, then they're gonna be better than me. But then,
Yeah.
if you go
I
back
get
to
that.
if you go back to the Bible though, the Bible says like, you know, with your leaders, you shall be greater than them.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
would want, you know what I'm saying? I mean, hey,
But
if you do
is that
become
not
greater-
an accomplishment though? If you come to me and now you want to learn how to do nonprofit organizations, I teach you how to do nonprofit organizations. You go off and start a really big nonprofit organization and teach others to do the same. Do I not smile and say
That you started that.
that girl's good?
Right.
You supposed to.
You know,
Yeah.
like leaders of churches. So raised in a church where you don't want to fellowship. We don't visit unless we all go together. We don't do this unless we all do it together. We don't. And if somebody, for example, I had an instance where somebody called for me to speak. And the pastor at the time said, you can go, but we not going, and don't announce it to the church.
Oh wow.
What? Okay. And much as it hurt, and I walked away in tears, and at first I was like, well, I don't have to. I'll just sit down and shut up somewhere. And I thought, nah, I'll go by myself. Because guess what? If I ain't got nobody else, guess who I do got? Gary, Milton, and Deontay.
Right.
I got my amen corner. Peace out to you, you, and you. But it took me a moment because it hurt me so bad because it hurts when you applaud, support, and be there for a certain person or people, but then when it's your turn, they ain't got jack to say.
So this has been like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and I decided I wanted to go ahead and do my own skincare, organic skincare line.
Okay.
Now, this person here,
That was a plug, by the way. Anyway, go ahead. It's allowed.
now this person, she was already doing her own skincare line, but she was like a student instructor during the time I was in school to get my license as well. And so when I was telling her, I was like, oh my gosh, I said, I got this idea to do this. Now, mind you, I didn't even know that this was what she was doing at
Okay.
the time that I was doing mine.
Okay.
And so, but I was just sharing with her, and she was giving me all kinds of encouragement and everything like that. And when I actually tagged her in the post, she called me.
Okay.
And she was like, I need you to remove me from your tag. And because I've been working on my stuff and my lawyers and stuff like that, you know, I can actually sue you. But why? We're supposed to, it's enough for everyone. You have a million other people across the globe who are doing the same thing.
Right.
So what makes yours so much different from mine? Why would you even, I mean, you push, you motivate, you encourage, and then when I actually do it, you want to recant.
Well, and if it ain't trademarked, it ain't hers anyway.
Right.
And if you want to be trademarked, go to
That was
www.paperworks.com. Oh, that ain't it. Paperworksetc.com. We're gonna strike that from the record.
From the record.
But what I want to do, because we're gonna wrap it up because it's getting late. But don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can also visit us on www.sisterscafeinc.com. What can we do to fix this? That's what I want to know. Do we? Because I feel like the standoffish ain't me. I want to be free to be whatever I need to be. If I want to. I don't want to feel some kind of way. Should I hug her today? Should I not hug her today? Should I say hi? I don't want to feel like that. I want to be free to be me. I need to be able, that's again, why we have Sisters Cafe. I want to be free to be me with you. No matter what day that is. No matter if you're having a bad day. Because we tend to do that too. We have a bad day and we ain't got time for nothing and nobody. We looking all crazy in the eyeballs. We don't want to talk. We don't even want to smile. But what if your sister needs you right then? We have to be open. And don't get me wrong. I think, is there a limit?
It's about being selfless though, and being accountable.
When I say limit though, some people can wear out their welcome. Right?
That's true.
So I don't want to be all here peachy, hey, we love everybody all the time. Look, you got 2 times. Got 3 times. And the next time I'm not answering the phone.
This portion of Sisters Cafe is brought to you by Bishop Peter and Pastor Erica Sasser and the Love Fellowship Worship Center, located at 8833 Kingston Road in Shreveport, Louisiana. Love Fellowship Worship Center, where we love you to life.
Is there a limit?
Can I give a scenario?
Yes.
Okay, like I know this girl, she on and off her jobs, but she can never pay her bills. The baby daddy work, but she's always calling for money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need to pay my electric bill. What happened to your paycheck you just got? Or I need to go get my baby some diapers. Like, did you just get paid, or where's the baby daddy?
Right.
But it's like you always calling.
Right.
Like, so what are you doing? So yes, I think it is a limit.
Okay. And that's exactly what I mean. But that's giving out money.
You don't want to hand
A ride.
Is there a
So where to
limit?
stay? Can I spend the night at your house? Can I use your?
Okay, yes.
That's needed.
Same thing. Okay, yes.
There should be a limit. Again, I'm so on this protecting my own peace thing.
Oh my God,
I'm
yes.
so serious when I say
Because
it.
peace is beautiful.
It is lovely because you could be there for. I always say we forget about the strong people. I'm one of those
We do.
strong people, and everybody always forgets about
Yes.
me. But I'm always the one checking, doing this or whatever. And it's just like a car. When you become on empty, that's it. You can't go anywhere. There's nowhere else you can go, nowhere else you can do, and you get into this mode or this mood or whatever. So now you're bitter. Now you're, just
And
don't
resentful
like
and-
people.
right.
Or you have to know when to say no, because as long as you're saying yes, people are going to continue to take advantage. And then, yes, if you try to walk over you or whatever. So you have to protect your own peace. No, to say no is okay. I've learned that. You can say no.
But it's a beautiful thing.
Wait though. What if somebody is genuinely in need of that much help?
But it just depends. You know.
Now you know because
Now you know this
she got
person
paid.
every time.
Right.
Every few weeks you need something, and I'll say this. And I don't think this person is watching. But anyway, I'm going to say it. But, I had this friend and she was going through, and apparently I guess I didn't really just know that she was really going through or whatever. I called, hey, just checking on you, whatever, this and that and that.
And she said she was
And
okay.
she said she's okay or whatever. But, And sometimes I knew that everything wasn't okay, so I'll pray and I will call and check more.
Okay.
But you know, so when it got to that point, she really needed me. But her problem was I didn't feel that she needed me. Again, I'm a woman.
Like
I'm a
telepathy type
yes,
feel?
I'm superwoman. I promise you, I'm superwoman. But those powers I do not possess. I don't possess those problems to where I can feel. God didn't give me that one. He didn't give me that to where I feel every now and again, maybe, but he didn't give me the power to where I feel that you are going through at this time or whatever. So, so we kind of, our friendship kind of diminished because I didn't feel what you need.
Right.
Because I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna make sure that you know how we got to figure this out. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out together. But you know,
and I'm I don't want to say the opposite, and no, I don't feel either. I'm like the least feeling. However, it'll be certain people, and not because I can feel it, but if I say, for example, if I say, "Hey, what you up to?" Just by the way she say nothing, I'll be like, what's going on?
But that also too depends on the level of your.
That's what I was gonna say. I know her
It
facial
depends on that.
expressions, or she'll chop her. I'm okay.
And I can say, you know, as a
Put that
testimony,
out there like that.
simply,
You too.
Yeah.
When she ain't right, she chop it up. There, it's out there.
but I'll say the time we've talked about it, the time that I've dealt with depression or whatever, and nobody knew. You know, I'll come because I say I'm fabulous.
That's scary.
So I would come and I'm fabulous. You never just nobody knew it.
That's dangerous.
No, and I know it is dangerous because people don't know. I had started getting together my life insurance, setting up stuff for my children because I had gotten to the place to where this was it. You know, I cannot do this anymore, and it was me.
Right.
You know, but nobody knew that. Even like I said, I went to my best friend and tried to talk to her about it. Oh, you're strong. You'll be fine.
Right.
You know, but she didn't even know. It was just I was dying. I didn't know how to fix it. I didn't know what to do.
Right.
It wasn't like, you know, something. But again, like it comes to the relationship because like I said, nobody knew. And it took my aunt, I guess because she knows me, she knows our relationship, you know, our relationship or whatever. It took her. And she was like, what's wrong with your eyes? And I'm like, nothing. I'm okay. I'm fine. No, something's not right about your eyes. And I remember that day. And I remember that day she walked off and she just started, and I saw it. She just started worrying. But they didn't, nobody knew what I was dealing with on my own, the depression or whatever. Nobody knew that because, you know, even my uncle would say, oh, you strong. You always get through it. You always get through it or whatever.
You're going to be fine.
Yes.
Yep.
But because I am the strong one, you know, nobody.
But people don't realize
it's not.
There comes a point that in your strength, weakness can creep in. And if you don't have anyone there to help hold you up, to even just listen and try to understand and try to help bring you along with them, it's very easy to break.
And then I'll even say my friends, they were like, Misha, I really just, they felt so bad because they really just didn't know that I was dealing with this. They didn't know that it was just this bad. My coworkers, they didn't even know I would go into work on the floor on my break, go on the break and just boo-hoo, cry my eyes out, just like, and then wipe my face, come back. Nothing ever happened. Nothing was ever wrong. And I went through this for like a whole year. And like I said, nobody knew that I was planning my own funeral. Nobody knew. No clue. Because like I said, I'm fabulous. You know, I walk and I'm, you know, this. Probably ain't have a dime in my pocket, but people don't ever know it because my auntie taught me, don't walk at this door.
I know that's right.
Looking like what's in your pocket.
That's right.
Yes, it's a learned behavior. So, yes.
Wait, and we taught even if we are, you better not go to nobody else's house.
You better not ever show it.
Better not tell nobody.
But, you know, even in that time, it's like God taught me, you know, to kind of have a different feeling when it comes to people. You know, that's why it was easy to say, well, you know, here the keys or whatever, and not, you know, because I have a different when it comes to people, and you know, in their emotions and their well-being or whatever. Because the thing about it, just say for instance, you know, your car was down and it's just like, you know what,
It was the
I
last
can't get
str-
here, I
for
can't
real.
do this, I can't do this. You know what, I'm just gonna end this today.
Yeah. I mean,
You know,
it wasn't that bad,
I
but
know
yeah.
it wasn't that bad,
But
I'm
it was
saying,
bad though.
Yeah,
it was
but-
bad.
Yes, but the thing about it is, God has given me to where, you know, at the time before, I'm like, my car, girl.
This portion of Sisters Cafe is brought to you by Create Zeal, where we dream, visualize, manifest, and implement.
You know, so
Right.
you know, but like I said, in that time, God taught me, you know, a lot.
Right.
To even know that this, even though this is here, you see this, you never know what a person is dealing with. You never know what a person is, you know, going through on the inside, or what they even battling with. Because I already know that right now, the devil, if he can get you here,
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
over.
that's it.
It's a wrap.
mm-hmm.
And that's true. I was thinking about what you were saying. I see you. I was thinking about what you were saying about people always assuming you're okay. And I've dealt with that so many years. You know, you the pastor's kid, you fine. First of all, that ain't true.
Oh, that's a big thing.
And that's probably the biggest not true, because I promise you the PKs is going through double the amount
Mm-hmm.
that you think they are.
This is a lot of
They
pressure.
just, and wait, and they not allowed to let it out.
Mm-hmm.
You better hold your head up.
You can't show it.
You can't show, you bet not.
Right.
But you know, that's on every level of leadership, especially in the church.
Speaking of leadership, though, that's kind of where I was going with that. I was listening to you say where you're, the person said, and it being that person holding more than one capacity. Your uncle saying, "You'll be fine. You're strong." It holds more than one capacity, so it feels a little different, because if you can't go to that higher person to say, or that person can't tell that you're,
Who
do you-
good at covering?
who do you go to? But I remember one time I was sitting across the table from my, at that time, pastor. Also a friend, a very good friend. So, boom, you should know me double the amount. And I'm sitting across the table, and I remember for a while, I was considering, I was struggling. I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. It was things coming to me saying, God's not real. He's not real. All this is fake. All this is not real. This is something we've made up. And I was dealing with certain things, and everything was going down. You know, I'm paying tithes. I'm giving this. I'm taking care of my Father's business. And guess what? I ain't got no lights. I'm taking care of my Father's business, but I don't know what I'm going to feed my children tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking care of his business, but my car just went out. I gave it in the offering, but I needed it in the gas tank, and I didn't do that. So I'm doing this for years and years, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I'm dying. And we were having a conversation. This person was telling me all the people they cried out and prayed for. Oh, I prayed for so and so, and God told me blah, blah, blah. And he went on to tell me he went down the line. Everybody in the church went, including my kids. I said, did you pray for me? He said, you got your own prayer life. And when I tell you I shrunk and died inside, I ain't got no help. None. So I kind of start feeling that long time ago, I got to do this on my own. No, I can't go to this person. No, I can't tell this person. Everything I'm going to do, I'm going to have to do it alone. And that's what I took on. If you suffer, you suck it up and you deal with it. You see what I'm saying? But you talking about a lonely world. To think that you got to do that on your own?
All by yourself.
Think that there's nobody understands? Nobody's willing to say nothing? Because everybody's on their level, or they can't be that vulnerable, or they can't be that transparent? Can somebody at least come over, pat me on the back and say, been there? You at least say, been there. You'll be all right.
Well, you say, I got a t-shirt.
Something. But don't tell me I'm going to be okay when I feel like I'm 2 steps away from shooting myself in the head.
Because the truth of the matter is, everyone at some point in time has gone through that very thing. If they feel they've been at that point to where, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this bottle of pills, and I'm just gonna lay here.
Right. It seemed the easiest way.
You know, because the pressures of life, they can become very overwhelming, and especially if you feel as though there's no one that understands what I'm going through. So what's the use of even sticking around?
Which is why we have here. And we're going to wrap this up, but this is what Sisters Cafe is for. A, you're not alone. B, we want to be open enough, transparent enough to not just let you know we've been there, but maybe give you some tips on how to get out of this. You know what I mean? Been there, done that, but this is how I got out. It's not a pity party. It's not a life is over. No, I made it through. You can make it through. That is what we're here for. And we need to be more mindful of each other. Just try. I know we got stuff going on. I get it, but it don't hurt to send a text. And we need to be more open. I know people done hurt us and burnt us. I read a text and it wasn't a text, it was a post from a pastor. I don't remember who it was, but he said, he was speaking as if he was God talking to us. And he said, try me one more time. And I started to bawl out because when things don't happen the way we want it, we sometimes give up and we'll stop praying about this. I'm at a point where sometimes I pray about stuff and I say, God, just be quiet. Don't ask again. Don't say it again. But we can't do that. That's the enemy. But the post said, try him one more time. Anyway, try God one more time and join us again next time for another segment of Sisters Cafe. Bye.